Hi, Gagan.
Hi Harleen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing really well. What brings you to my office today?
Nothing. I've just come here to talk about a very serious situation that I'm dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have time to talk?
Yeah, of course. Tell me what's going on.
So, 1 year back, we hired an employee who was doing a commendable job. He was superb in his job, in his deliverables. In fact, whatever we used to give, he used to give everything on time, I think before deadline as well.
Mm-hmm.
Then we gave him more responsibilities, and then we thought that let's give him a promotion with a very good hike as well.
Okay.
We gave him a 30% hike, as I remember. But after the promotion, what I saw was his motivation dipped down, and he's just not there. He's just not into his work.
Okay, so this person, you are their manager.
Yeah, I'm the manager.
And you hired them last year, if I'm not wrong, if I'm getting
Yeah, last
Okay.
year.
And what position were they hired for?
He was hired for the consultant role. So
Okay.
after he was doing his job very well, so we decided, let's promote him to the senior consultant role. So we promoted him to that level.
Okay, so consultant, so he's handling a lot of clients.
Yeah, a lot of clients.
Okay. Okay, got it. And is this consultant level position, is this a managerial position or is this an individual contributor role?
This is an individual contributor role. So he was handling multiple projects. Then he's handling that individual.
I remember now last year you were talking about hiring somebody for a consultant level position. So I'm guessing it's the same position that got filled.
Exactly. You're very right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then you mentioned that you gave them an increment.
Yeah, 30%.
30%. That's pretty high for
pretty
your
high.
standards. Okay. And you also promoted them.
Yeah, I promoted.
So what's the new position?
So he's the senior consultant now. Yeah, he has the individual contributor role right now as well. So he's handling projects out there. Yep.
Okay, so it's still an individual contributor role.
Yeah.
Okay. And tell me more about how his responsibilities changed over a period of time.
Initially, we were asking him to do and focus on one project. Then when we saw that he's doing a commendable job, as I said, we gave him multiple projects. But after getting promoted, he's just not. That's what I'm saying. We actually gave him an award as well in the recent annual function. So we gave him an award as well, but still he's just not there. I can feel it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me just put it on a timeline. So he joined you last year at a consultant level position. He was doing really well.
Yeah.
You increased the responsibilities.
Yep.
You gave him more projects?
No, I think not yet. After getting promoted, not
No,
yet.
before that. Did you give him
Before
more?
that, yes. Before that, I did.
Okay, so you gave them more projects.
Yeah.
Bigger accounts, I'm guessing.
Yes, bigger accounts.
Okay, so they were doing really well.
Yeah.
Then you decided to promote them based on their good performance.
Good performance.
And then you promoted them, you gave them all a good pay hike as well.
Yeah, we actually had a conversation with him privately. I asked him that if he's having any issue with the money, or is he not satisfied with the promotion, or is there any workload or not. But he was actually pretty happy with the amount of money and the salary bit that he's receiving. He's very happy. In fact, he told me that he's earning more than what he actually expected out of the promotion.
Okay.
So yeah.
So then by textbook standard you followed the whole template.
Yeah, I did.
You've done everything.
I think I have done every bit.
Okay. Did you also mentioned you had a private conversation with him.
Yeah, we were there with all the senior leaders, and he was also there. So we gave him a critical feedback. We told him that what he's doing the best out there, and then we told him where he is lacking.
Okay.
Yeah, so we gave him a critical feedback, but now I think we are more inclined towards firing him now.
It's that serious now.
It's that serious because we're not getting anything out of it. Then why waste our energy and our time, given that we have given him every resource in our capacity. We have given him every perk out there. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
So what do you want from me?
Can you just explain me why is it all happening? Why?
Okay. So yeah, I'd be happy to share some of the psychological frameworks around motivation. And usually, Hardin, what happens is that human beings are very aspirational creatures.
Okay.
We are always chasing certain goals. We are always wanting to fulfill certain dreams.
Yeah.
And these goals constantly motivate us.
Oh.
And the fuel comes from our goals. Now, if I'm understanding correctly, in your case, what happened was that this person was being constantly given more and more responsibilities,
Absolutely.
and as a result, they were feeling challenged.
Yeah.
And when they were feeling challenged, they had that motivation, they had the drive. They also had certain expectations in terms of money and level that they wanted to get in the organization. And the moment you gave that to them, and there was no change in the responsibilities, I'm guessing the responsibilities remained the same after the promotion.
Yeah, pretty much the same.
Yeah. So then there wasn't much to aim at.
Yeah.
There wasn't much of a challenge there. And I think that's where the problem lies. What do you think?
Yeah, now that you have told me about this whole motivation aspect, I feel that let's not fire him, let's just have one more chance with him and maybe give him some other add-on responsibilities, maybe help him get on to other projects with other team members. Yeah, he can collaborate, maybe like that.
Yeah, I think that may be a good idea because that would give them something to aspire for, something to chase.
Yeah.
And yes, I think you did everything right. You gave them the promotion that they deserve. You gave them the increment that they deserve. The only missing element is that whenever we promote someone, there has to be a change in responsibilities. Either some new responsibilities have to be added as a part of a new project, or the scale of their responsibilities has to be enlarged so that they keep pushing themselves. Now that should be too much, because if it's too much of a stretch, then people get demotivated as well. But there has to be some change.
Okay.
And once you're able to do that, then maybe you'll see some change in his motivation levels.
Okay.
I do have another suggestion if you're open to it.
Yeah, please.
Apart from setting some of the organizational expectations, some of the added organizational expectations, maybe you could ask him to create some stretch goals for himself too.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe you can create a list of goals for him, add on those responsibilities. Make sure those responsibilities are a part of his performance appraisal.
Okay.
They need to be linked with the appraisal, otherwise there will be no motivation. Right? So those added responsibilities need to be there. Plus, when we decide our own goals, we are more emotionally invested in the process.
Okay, so that's the trick that I might have to do.
So it's a twofold trick. First, give them challenging goals, and within that super set of goals, some goals should be decided by himself, by him as well, so that he is emotionally invested. And then once you're able to do this, you will see there will be a sudden surge in his motivation levels.
That would be a really nice way to go through it. Thank you so much for your advice.
Most welcome. So, Arvind, can you tell me what you took away from today's session?
So, from today's session, what I could understand is one, that I might have to give him some added responsibility, something that might be challenging for him. And second of all, work on his stretch goals.
Okay. And what have you learned about human psychology today?
That motivation is just an emotion. Yeah. So we need something challenging to feel motivated all the time.
Okay, great. I'm glad I could add value, and I'll see you soon again, Harleen.
Yes, thank you, Gagan.